Hey guys, Chris Peterson here giving you another game. I'm playing a guy named, I don't even know. He's 1776, and we're going to play e4, e5, and it's the Russian game, of course. Most annoying opening in chess, in my opinion. Well, next to the French defense, but yeah, this is pretty annoying too, and yeah, I don't know. Just because it tends to be really drawish, especially when they start trading all the pieces off. And, well, the only reason why it's drawish is simply because there's symmetrical pawn structures. And no one really gets a strong lead in development for anything, and it's just, blah. And it's not like I played the most aggressive line either, so. But we'll see. I'm sure he's just going to trade everything, because that seems to be his modus operandi, I guess. I don't even know if that's how you pronounce that. But it's his MO. If any of you watch police TV shows, probably do. So, yeah. I guess I have ideas of e5, which would be good. Yeah, e5. Maybe you can play d5, and then pawn takes. Pawn takes queen, rook takes queen, bishop takes. Yeah, I guess I lose an exchange. But if he pushes, then I can move my queen to, I don't know, maybe h. Well, maybe f4. Well, the knight here. Yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of like it anyway. So now I think I'm just going to push again. And, yeah, now I have a pretty good position, I think. I'm going to play knight here. And yeah, he has a discovery on my queen with his bishop, but I'm not too worried about that. Probably just move my queen. And if he takes my b-pawn, he's pretty crazy. Okay. So I'll just go there. Maybe g4 wasn't the best square for my queen, but it seemed alright. Important thing to note is you can't play g6, because I'll just take his bishop. I guess you can play that. That's kind of a weird move. Why does everyone just want to trade queens with me? It doesn't make sense. Guess I'll just try to win this ending, I suppose. I suppose I'll just try to win the ending. I mean, I have a good bishop, and he has a good knight. But there's pawns on both sides of the board. I have a king side majority, he has a queen side. I'm going to play a4, so that way I can threaten to take his a pawn. Okay, he saw that. Now, I think if I can keep all of his pawns on dark squares, then I'm doing really well. So, how to keep his pawns on dark squares? I think I'm going to rook lift first. Well, I don't know where it's going after that, so maybe I'll hold off on that. Well, he can't push this pawn, so I think if I move knight here, bishop here, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep his pawns on dark squares. If he goes knight c4, I'm gonna play bishop d4, and then his pawn is gonna be stuck on the dark squares forever. So bishop d4, and then after I play move like f5 at some point, his pawn is going to be stuck on f6. So I played rook f3 so that way I can get my rook over to g3 check, and I'll have a little activity. So that's why I did that. I'm gonna kick his knight, I think. Well, yeah, I guess I'll kick his knight. I needed to go somewhere. Oh, it just went to that square? Okay, that's a weird square. I think check here. And now, I don't really want to lose this pawn. It's a pretty important pawn. I guess I'll just push it forward. Don't have much else I could try there. Maybe instead of check I could play bishop there. What is that? I could just take that. I'm not sure why he took my b-pawn, I don't know. Maybe he had an illusion that it was undefended, but clearly it wasn't, so I'm just going to put my rook back. So that way if he doubles on the second, I'm not going to be under a lot of pressure there. So I'm just going to push f5 like I was planning. Now if he plays rook f4 to try to attack it, I'm just going to play rook f3. I mean, I'm up a piece, so I can do pretty much whatever I want. And then if he goes, oh, that's interesting. Didn't think he would do that. Let's see, okay. Guess he wins my pawn. No big deal. I can't defend it, so I'm just going to push there. And now we trade rooks, and I should be winning. So if he doesn't trade rooks, then I win his f pawn. So he was forced there. Yeah. So now he's gonna have some really strong pass pawns. So I have to be a little careful. Probably just take that, and then king up. And I think I'm gonna win. Pretty simple ending in my opinion. Just gotta keep everything on whatever squares I can here. And I'm gonna stop his pawns on the dark squares, so if he advances this pawn, it'll be a little bit more difficult, but not too much more so. Okay, so now I'm attacking his pawn here. He'll have to push it. And then after king c3, bishop a3. And now bishop b2. I should be able to win one of his pawns here. After a move like king b4. Okay, so he's going to do that. The thing is my pawn's the right colored pawn, so I should be able to win. When it's a bishop and a rook pawn, you gotta make sure that the pawn is the same, queen's on the same color as your bishop. Otherwise, you won't be able to win. So now that he attacks my pawn, I just defend it, and I should be able to queen my pawn at some point, eventually. I just have to be able to maneuver my king into attacking his pawn. And now this square is mine, so yeah, I'm just going to take his pawn. And just advance my pawn. And there isn't anything he can do about it, because my bishop will cover all the squares that it needs to cover. And that's that. So now it's queened, and he's going to be in big trouble. I don't know why he's offering me a draw there, but yeah, he offered me a draw at the end there, but clearly it's won. So, alright, on to the next game.